Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to 4 p.m. Hello, lots of balcony people. Hello, wavers. I'm Dean Stevenson, and 4 p.m. has been running here at Mona for some time. It's been a real privilege to be able to do it here at Mona, and I thank all of the people who've helped us to put it together and keep it going for as long as it has. This is the final weekend of this season, so good timing. Good timing. When I pitched the idea of 4 p.m, which is I arrive, sit at the piano and write a new piece of music each day. Open confession, when I said that, I had written things before, but I've never written anything in a day. And then they said, sure, let's do it. And I said, shit. But here we are. I've been doing it now today is day 508. So it's been, thank you. It's been running for some time, thank you, and thank you. I need vitamin D, anyone? So this is what we do here. So if you have, often the questions people ask me are things like, when do the musicians see the music? The answer is now. They've not seen it before because I've only just finished writing it. So we're going to rehearse it and put it together in front of you. You don't normally see the rehearsal bit. Welcome to the rehearsal. As we put it together, when we get to the end of that, we'll go back to the start and play it all the way through. And then we'll probably have some time to play one from a previous day that I haven't heard for a long time and I want to hear it again because it's the last weekend, so I'll do whatever I want. So would you please give your love for the ensemble for today? Phoebe, Alexandra, Janet and Brett. So my job is to make something exist. That's what I said I'd do. Make something exist, not necessarily make something that you might put in a frame or put on the radio tonight or tomorrow, but just to make something exist. What I do here at 4 p.m. is a result of being both a creative and also, having kids and students over the years and watching the agony that some people go through just to either write one line or draw a simple shape, or they might draw a shape and then have no idea what to do next with it. So to finish a thing because of all those silly things that we think about when we're trying to express ourselves, the shame that comes with that. Even when you're on your own, that was the thing that got me with students most of all. I gave up teaching because I couldn't bear to put a student in a room and come back 5 minutes later, having them being on their own, and they've written one line and they're already hiding it from me. Wow, how about that? So I thought I'd put myself on the line just to sort of prove, not to them, but to myself, that I can actually do it. So 508 times, writing a new piece. What was my inspiration today? There wasn't one. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out what today is. If you can see that screen, you'll watch my score whiz by as the musicians play it. If you can't see the screen, there's a paper copy here if you'd like to read that as we go. Here we go. It's a skippy little thing. Hold there. Fast pits. Take a little slow.
Go a
bit slower.
Just a tad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry. We might. Well, if it's too, we can always make it. Ding, ding. We can do. You want to do a bow it? Try arco, nice and spiccato.
Right.
Try that. Yeah.
1, 2.
if Janet's gone, let's do you, Arco, as well, at D.
Sure.
Yeah, it's nice and spick. They just sight read that for the first time. They're very clever. They're very clever. The whole talk about imposter syndrome, which we can talk about in terms of creativity, like every day, 508 days I sit here. I don't play any of your instruments. You do that. I don't even play the piano. I can't even play it back to you on that. So everyone here is doing something I can't do. I wrote it, sure, but beyond that, I can't do anything the things you do. You're amazing, all of you. Incredible. Good. Any questions so far? Oh, I did change my mind on one of those things, Janet. Sorry. Letter of C. C. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, so it's not tied. They are. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. That's what the rubber's for. How about that? Yay. Eraser, sorry, for Americans. Yeah. Okay. Now, at any point, if you've never watched a rehearsal, in fact, if you've never really played an instrument or read music, and you have no idea what we're talking about, no idea what's going on, you've just walked in, why are you talking? Can they please just get on with playing music? If you have any questions, let's have a chat about the creative process, about this, about all those things. Yeah? Okay, should we go from the top again?
Yeah.
Yep. Now that we know how it goes a bit. Cool. So that bit there, yeah, where there should be like an underlying kind of itchy, gravelly tension growing there. I know it's going to be quiet, but it's as tense as you can. Clench your buttocks or do whatever it is you do to make it, to bring tension in. But just don't tell us you're doing it, just do it. Yes. So let's go from letter E, please.
In this bit, like this high bit from E to G, am I forte still, or am I? What's
Because last time it's been forte.
No.
should I be?
Probably down to probably Mezza at E. Mezza forte.
There's
No.
dynamics after D. We've got forte and then 9 sets and rest.
Right.
So
Wow.
Is there a piano?
I must have gone to lunch rather than write information on your page, Brett.
Forte.
Mezza forte at E.
Oh, then we've got them after. I've got them half from G.
But it's piano. Is the piano after that? Or?
No, it stays the same. We're growing, and then we'll be forte at F.
Okay.
Oh,
Forte at F, and then of course we all disappear, and then we go back to quiet after G. Yes.
No worries.
Okay. Mezza forte. We use these fancy Italian and French terms to make us sound intelligent. It just means louder, softer. It's all it is. E, please. Or second here. I've just decided I want to hear that again. Let's do a repeat from G to 3 before H. So when you all have bars rest, at that last bar, at the end of bar 69, repeat back to G, please. Because that was really sweet, and I don't know why I only wrote that once. Yep, repeat bar 69. Let's repeat one time. Does anybody have any questions? Like, why did I do that? I know, bad idea, terrible idea. No, you're all good? You can raise your hand and ask anything. When did I do what? When did I do that? Well, why did I do that? Because it only happens once. And I want to hear it again. So let's go from G, please.
For the first time?
First time.
1, 2, 3.
Good decision, team. Upbeat is the F. Let's change that note, the upbeat into H. Let's make that an F also. Let's change that note. Upbeat into F. Make that an H. Upbeat into H. Make that note an F, not a B.
Not a B flat.
Correct. I think that'll sound better. Dee-dong. So before upbeat into H and upbeat into I is cello.
It's written there, yeah.
Right.
We do 2 before H.
2 before H, yep. Yeah, it's only a small rit. It's just leaning back a bit, not a lot. Some energy now. Hold there. Nice, guys. Let's go from 2 before O, please. 2 before O. Why does it say mezzo piano? It's not mezzo piano. 1 before O. It should be fortissimo. 1 before O. You've gone louder, not quieter.
And then what's O?
O is mezzo. Back down to mezzo. Mezzo. Moderately loud.
So 2 before O.
2 before O, please. Yep.
2.
Let's get those crotchets accented. Second and G accented. Second and viola. 1 before O.
1, 2, 3.
That's it. That's the way it goes. Yay. Thank you. Sometimes they're really dark, angry war pieces, and sometimes they're little skippy things like that. I said I didn't have any inspiration this morning when I showed up. I was not lying. That's another one of my kind of creative provocations, is that watching students and such struggle over what to put on the page. and the sheer refusal to do that unless you've come up with an idea that you think is good enough. So if you don't think you've if you don't think you've actually got an idea, or you haven't come up with it yet, or you've already judged that your idea is terrible, or you won't do anything. As opposed to just writing nonsense, I say if I gave you a piece of paper, this bit of paper here, and gave you a pencil, and said you've got 5 minutes to fill that full of words. But if I just said, if I put a gun to your head, you do it. And if I said, you write a story about a carrot that falls in love with a rabbit and they go to the moon for dinner. Dumb premise, but you know how words work, and you could do that. If I put a gun to your head and said it doesn't have to be good, make the worst story that no one will ever like, you could do it. And then you get halfway down the page and suddenly a sentence just pops out that you go, holy crap, that was interesting. Wow, the rest of the page nonsense, but that one sentence was really good. That's often what happens. You do one thing just because you're in a flow state, or trying to be, and then off you pop with that little one sentence. When you thought you had nothing, something arrives. So that's what I try to do each day, is just to brave nonsense onto the page until something arrives. And sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's just top to tail shit. And that's okay. That's whatever. At least I was writing music and I feel good when I write music, so that's all good. Right.
Seems to be, but I don't know about tempo-wise.
Any questions? Any problems?
Just going into the
Into F?
So
Or
P.
P.
Sorry, P.
Into P.
It's like a recap there, isn't it? So do you want anything before it?
A little writ, I suppose. Going yes. Let's hear again 1 before O. Can I hear what have we got there? F, D, B, C. Maybe that's why you got a G flat. That's probably why. D sharp. Just don't play that G flat. That's a terrible idea, Dean. What was I thinking? Don't play that. Yeah, just go C and C down the octave, please. Okay. 1 before O, and then a slight rip into P, and off we go. 1 before O.
1, 2, 3.
Still bad, isn't it? It's still bad. Sorry.
I've got my notes.
What have you got? Key signature, we're in sharps.
D sharp and
B,
and
B, C,
sharp.
C, B, D, D, B, D, B. No, make it a D. It's not a fifth, that's terrible. What are we
I've
doing
got a
here?
D sharps.
D
I've
sharps.
got a D sharp.
Okay.
We've got D sharps,
C
there you go.
sharp.
Who's got a D sharp?
You've got a D natural.
Yeah, D naturals in that bar. Do you want me to-
Yeah, do a D sharp, go on.
Okay, I'll
Just join the club, Brett.
all the way through.
Cool to be, that whole bar.
And with my D sharp on the bottom, I've got a C sharp above it.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Oh.
Is it
C
beautiful?
natural.
C natural. C natural.
I've got a C sharp.
C natural. Make it a C natural. No. Yeah. Let's give it a shot. God. Damn. I'm going to make them draw all these things on their part and then say, no, change everything.
1, 2, 3.
Hold there. Make that first B in at P down the octave, please, Brett. D.
Are other people playing D sharps above before O? Are you playing D sharps above before O?
D natural.
I've got D
Oh, no,
sharp.
sorry, no, D sharp. So no, I have the D sharp. Sorry.
All right.
I'm still not convinced.
That's okay.
It's all right. With
Oh, okay. Same again.
1, 2, 3.
I love it. So the last bar we have in the middle is quavers, and then crotchets here. So I guess
The
it's
second last
second.
bar.
Second last bar. Second last bar is the second and viola. Da da dee da 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 bum.
And is the last note like starting soft, like I just did it then?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't deserve that dramatic finish, I don't think. Dee 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 da da dee.
Okay, so not
Yeah,
a
get rid of the crescendo. That's a terrible idea. The piece is not grand enough to deserve one of those.
So you're going to finish on a
Any
down
questions?
note?
Anybody? You like the crescendo? Does anybody else like the crescendo at the end? You?
Oh,
I haven't
That's
heard it the other
two.
way yet. Might like the other way.
Okay, yeah, true. Yeah. There you go.
so what
Right.
are we doing? No crescendo.
No.
No
Try it
crescendo.
without the crescendo.
Yeah.
Feels a bit more natural. Just.
Yeah.
Still not sure about
Okay, you want to give it a Raz? No?
Yeah.
Should we give it a Raz from the top?
play soft.
Yeah? Okay, all right. Day 5, I called it a pretty swing. Imagine someone on a swing. I want to go to that funny. I spent a lot of part of the day wondering, do I give you a shitstorm of accidentals or change the key signature? I decided to change the key signature. When I do that, my app has a conniption and it doesn't cope very well, so I have to go back and rub out all of the accidentals and just, it's, God. Anyway. So 508 days, I still stand by that. Doesn't matter how much you do it. I do it obviously a lot every open day here, but it's still only a 10% that I could ever expect to be, worthy of putting on the album. I think if you did this every day and you thought that 90% of your stuff was awesome, I worry for you. I really do, because that's not the way it works. So, we've made these albums, you can buy them in the shop, about the ones that really glow, and I don't know why they glow. Sometimes, like one of the English days, I wrote with a stonker of a hangover, and it was awesome. I don't recommend that as a working method, but for some reason it just did. Some days they're really good, and some days I'm healthy, I've slept, I've drank orange juice, I'm feeling ace, and the piece is still shit. So I don't know, but it's important to show up anyway, regardless, isn't it? How do I know when it's good? You throw money. I don't know. I write music that I want to hear, and you might call it my style. That's why I continue to repeat phrases and things. So I like, because of who I am and because of all the years that I've lived and all the listening I've done, and I like music that I want. And sometimes I go, yep, that's just, I've got myself in a bottle, that's awesome, I've distilled it. Yeah, don't know. And I don't always know during the day. Sometimes it's only now. Sometimes it's when someone in the ensemble says, can we play it twice as fast? And I go, what? No, twice as fast. What? All right. And then suddenly, oh my God, that's amazing. So sometimes it's then. Who knows? Who knows? The one we'll play after this, he accidentally quotes another composer, which I was very proud of, a dead one. And I was like, wow, that's kind of a cool thing to happen. So I'll explain that later on. All right, let's do it. Day 508. Thank you, Phoebe, Alexandra, Janet, Brett. All right. There you go. Skip your little number, you can whistle all the way home. That was day 508. Now we'll play, what is it, day 419. So again, a day I didn't have any ideas, but I was writing day 419, 419, 419, 914, and I started to sort of 1914 suddenly. From 419 became, my brain went 1914. So all right, 1914. Is a war on. That's where my brain went. And in the middle pops up Edward Elgar. That's just what happened. When my brain went, I must have been listening to a bit before. Somewhere in the middle, there's this little quiet bit where, you know, in a big clock chime goes ding dong dong dong, ding dong dong dong, ding dong dong. You'll hear bong dong ding dong. You'll hear that, but it doesn't complete itself, because I figure if you're a church tower in a city that's been bombed, you don't get to finish your little chime because you've been. So anyway, that's my reference point. So that's not something I thought of on the way in. That's just what I wrote when I got here. The process of creativity sometimes makes it onto these albums. There's a live stream. Hi Mum, hi Dad, on this camera right here. You can tune in on YouTube if you like. There's also a little barcode over there if you're a downloady digital kind of person. There's no streaming of these recordings. There's no streaming. Streaming sucks. But you can do the barcode and listen to it that way. If you're interested in what this process kind of feels like, if it feels like it's an exciting story for you, you can have a look at this book. It's called 150 First Drafts. And there's 508 days, but this is my diary of 150 consecutive days. I figured how interesting would it be to know what each day was like. So I wrote not only the piece of music, but a diary entry each day, and made sure I wouldn't leave this building until I'd finished it. So there's some essays on creativity as well, all of the live music as well. So there's a QR code. You can see we record everything. Every day is readable and listenable through that book. 11 hours of music just through that book alone. So if you want to know what it's like, that's the best way to kind of tune in to what's been going on here at 4 p.m. Thank you for your time. This one is day 419. It was a Thursday in April, and I've called it 1914. Here we go.
Maybe just be on standby.
Hang on. Let me just find the chart.
Just for cues, maybe.
19. Was it 419? 419. Here we go. I'll find it. I will find it. Shit. Will I find it? There it is. Okay. Phoebe, Alexandra, Janet, Brett. Thank you very much for your time. I'm Dean Stevenson. That's 4 p.m. for today. Come and have a chat if you like about the book or the album or just anything you've seen or heard. Safe travels. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.